Reading I-Ching. Waiting. Composition of hexagram. Both upper and lower trigrams have already appeared in the previous hexagrams. Water is floating above the sky. You can see that it has a similar shape to hexagram number 3, difficulty at the beginning. Would that mean that it can be interpreted in a similar manner? If so, what would be the difference between the two hexagrams? The water hovering above the sky seems to represent clouds, as was also the case with difficulty at the beginning. However, because there is no thunder and lightning beneath the cloud, it does not necessarily symbolize a dark cloud, but simply a regular one. The difference in meanings of the two hexagrams may reside in the way that we perceive the present situation. While the hexagram of difficulty at the beginning focused on the fear of uncertain future, that the thunderstorm in the dark cloud symbolizes, the hexagram of waiting focuses on the prospect toward the certain future. The water has started from the mountain, and flown down the river in the previous hexagram, and now it has evaporated into the air, and is waiting for the day to fall down as rain, and wet the earth sooner or later. Overall meaning. As mentioned in the section Composition of Hexagram, the water rises into the sky, and turns into a cloud in this hexagram of waiting. Think of it as a roller coaster. The water rises high above the sky in small steps, waiting for the day to fall back to the ground. Maybe the road ahead that we have to go through may be rough and bumpy like that of a roller coaster. We must prepare ourselves in both souls and bodies before we go on a journey through such a road. Let's look at how the lines are stacked up. 3 lines of yang are lying in the bottom half of the hexagram in succession, which symbolize a strong power of propulsion. Perhaps you have a very big dream in your mind, and are running toward the goal with a strong will. There is another line of yang in the center of the upper trigram, which represents the pursuit of a high ideal. Finally, the 2 lines of yin which surround the yang tell us that we need to make enough preparation in order to achieve that ideal. In difficulty at the beginning, we were like children, who had no idea of what the world looks like, and so we were afraid to make the first step out into the world of complete darkness. In waiting, on the other hand, we have already experienced some part of the world, while we have flown down the rough mountain as a river, and now we are back in the sky again, where we can look down at the whole world. What we need to do in this position may not simply be to follow our spontaneous instincts. We are now in a position where we can achieve something greater. In order to do that, we need to take a good look at the whole picture, to understand precisely where we should be, to rigorously analyze what kind of characteristics the environment around us has, to design clearly what we need to do, to accomplish what we ultimately want, to judge the most appropriate moment at which to start our plan, and finally to wait patiently for the moment once everything is prepared.